Всем привет, друзья! Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Russian pronunciation lesson. Today we have, I would call it part 2, but actually they are not connected at all. So if you missed the first live lesson, doesn't matter. You can start now and still make a big progress in your pronunciation after today's video. So let's wait for more people to join and let me know in the chat about the sound. Do you hear me well? And also tell me please where you are from, so I know what your native language is. Привет, привет. Ага, отлично. Unfortunately, it's kind of dark here because a couple of days ago, one of the like those, what's the name for that electrical, so it kind of broke, one of them, forgot the name. Mexico, Holland, English, America. Well, great. Could be a bit louder. I'm trying to be quiet, actually, quieter than I normally am, because my son is trying to sleep there, trying not to sleep, to be honest. Yeah, I asked him to be quiet, and I hear him playing with his toys, Buzz Lightyear and Woody, having some dialogue there. Okay, let's wait for at least 100 of people to join, and we can speak about Russian pronunciation. Very, very difficult and complex topic, but hopefully it will become less difficult for you after today's lesson. Okay, so here we are speaking about Russian pronunciation. Last time we talked about the vowel reduction with O. Remember how O was turning to A when it was not stressed. So today we're going to talk about how ye changes when it is not stressed. So this is number 1. And number 2, again, you are already familiar with unvoiced. With voiced consonants becoming unvoiced. So today we have another situation, the opposite situation, when unvoiced consonants become voiced all of a sudden. So, are we ready? Are we ready to begin? Hello from Romania. Hello, Romania. And hello, Nevada, USA, and even Chechnya here. Hi there. Привет. Привет. So, first of all, we speak about the vowel reduction of ye. You are already familiar with the O situation. Remember that moloko is actually malako, malako, because O is not stressed, it turns to A. Same here. If you see unstressed ye in a word, you pronounce it as E. Not a super clear, loud, long E, because it's not stressed anyway. But it sounds more like E rather than ye. So here I have chosen a couple of words that are very common, and a lot of people pronounce them in a wrong way. So let's take the word family. Family. It's one of the very first topics in all the textbooks, in all the courses. Everybody knows this word. So family in Russian is семья. Семья. First of all, what I noticed, people tend to put stress on this vowel for some reason. So many people, especially Americans, for some reason, they pronounce it like семья, семья, making this ye very clear. It's not correct. So if you are one of those people who pronounced this as семья, don't do that. The stress here goes to the last vowel, yeah, last syllable. And ye is not stressed. It means that it should turn to e. So, семья, семья. Again, to check if you are doing it correctly, pause here. Si, 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 e. So check. Are you making ye or are you making e? It should be e. Семья, семья. Then do it faster. Семья, семья. There is no ye in this word actually. Another very common word that is kind of constantly butchered by the wrong pronunciation is the word sister. Sister. Again, English speakers have this problem with the wrong stress. I guess it's because in English you pronounce it as sister, sister, so kind of the first syllable is stressed. But in Russian, no. It looks familiar, but the stress goes to the last part here. Сестра. So this ye is reduced to e. Сестра. Сестра. Again, pause here and check. Are you doing it right? Сестра. Si, да? Сестра. Another word, river. River. Река. Again, a is stressed, so it means that ye turns to e. Сестра. Сестра. Ой, сестра. What's wrong with me? I'm looking here and I'm сестра. Река. Река. And again, pause here to check. Ри. Ри. It's not ре. Река. 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 So does it make sense? Do you understand when it turns to E and Y? Let me know, please. So we can move on to more examples, more common words. Sorry, what is река? Река is river, like Volga River. Река Volga, or Amazon River. Река Amazonka. Amazonka. Or in Egypt, Река Nil. Река Nil. So more words. Here, I hope you understand that the writing is correct like this. That's why I have put the quote marks, like quotation here. So you don't write it like that, you only say it like that. Yeah, so I demonstrated what to change in a word. Okay, so very, very common word that you are going to use thousands times every single day if you speak Russian. This is the word меня, me, myself. So меня. I'm sure you have already seen this if you are kind of on lesson 5 or something. Меня. Again, here the second syllable is stressed. It means what? That it turns to E. How do I know if it's stressed or not? As usual, I told you already, you don't know, you just learn it. So when you see a new word, you should learn it from the very beginning with the correct pronunciation. If you are not sure, check out in the dictionary again and learn it again. Try like forvo.com, where the Russian native speakers record different phrases, words, everything. So you can go there and check if you are doing it right. Sometimes I don't, it's not even helpful. For example, your is almost always stressed. But another problem is that nowadays we almost never put those dots above your, so it looks like yeah. So it's not that helpful anyway. Okay. So меня turns to E. The very common phrase, my name is Daria. Меня зовут Дарья. So it's not меня, it's меня. Me. Check again. Pause on this syllable and check. Меня зовут Дарья. Меня зовут Дарья, if you do it fast. Okay. Same with тебя. Тебя. Как тебя зовут? Тебя. Тебя. Как тебя зовут? So don't make this yeah clear. No. Some people read it like меня, тебя. Everybody will understand you, of course. It's not a huge deal, but if you want to sound like a native speaker, you should reduce this clear, strong yeah. Okay, the word earth or the ground. In Russian, we have the same word земля. Again, ya is stressed here, so ye turns to e. Земля, земля, it's not ye, земля, земля. This is a huge deal here. This is very important. The word why. The word why. Почему. So first, you remember it from the previous lesson, right? Here, U is stressed. What happens to U? Of course, it's reduced, turns to A. What happens to Ye? It turns to E. Почему? 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 So it's not почему. Reduce both of them. Почему. And then faster. Почему? 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 So get rid of that clear pronunciation of each and every syllable. Почему? 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 And a nice word, a dream. Мечта. The A is stressed here. Мечта. Мечта. Again, me. Мечта. Моя мечта. Моя мечта. Моя мечта. So it's not моя мечта. No. More examples here. I've chosen some international kinds of words. The first one, ветеран. Oh, Daniel, thank you so much for your support. Спасибо. It's funny. Oh, those hashtags about my computer. Thank you. Спасибо. Yeah, it's still broken. And I guess no hope for it. So, ветеран. Again, if you're an English speaker, you will definitely be tempted to say it like veteran. Here, ve. But in Russian, the last syllable is stressed. Ветеран. It means what? That both ye turn to e. Ветеран. 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 So first slowly, then do it faster. Ветеран. Again, very common word Телефон. Телефон. So pay attention how they all are stressed in the last syllable. All those common words like president, telephone, veteran. So here in Russian, the stress jumps to the ending. So they are pronounced differently. Спасибо. Спасибо. Thank you for your support. People are asking what veteran means. It's somebody who was taking part in some war and came back. Basically, ветеран. Телефон. 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 Again, we write президент, but we say it президент. При. It's not pre. The difference, pre. I guess here it's difficult to hear it, but if you try to make clear ye, then clear e, and compare, you will start feeling the difference. Президент, 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 президент. We write Argentina. E is stressed here. So this year turns to E. Argentina. And you almost kind of drop it. Argentina. Argen. You hear how short and squeezed it is. Argentina. Are there any people from Argentina here? This word is for you, so you can master how to say where you are from. Argentina. Argentina. It's a long word, so you can always divide it in two for practice. Argin, yeah? Argin. E. Argentina. Argentina. And in all the countries, you do it like that if there is some unstressed ye there. So is it clear? No, from Brazil. Brazil, nothing to reduce there. Бразилия. Вы классно говорите на русском, потому что я русская. Только по этой причине я говорю так. So it's clear, very clear. That's great. So we can move on. This one is a little bit more complicated when it comes to prepositions. I guess you already noticed that in Russian, you don't have this space between them in speaking. It just takes too much time. So when we speak fast, we just merge them all together. So they kind of turn into a single one solid word. So it's not like, and again, English speakers, be careful here. It's like 99% of people do that. They say it like без меня. Без меня. Идите без меня. Making this space too obvious. You should turn it into a single word. Без меня. Без меня. So what happens here? On the first side, can I say on the first side? Like с первого взгляда, на первый взгляд. I kind of don't remember. So it seems that it's stressed here. Без. Only one syllable here, so no way to maneuver somewhere. So без. However, oh James, thank you so much for your support. Спасибо. However, if you merge them together, ya is stressed here. So since now in speaking this is a part of a longer word, it gets reduced as well. So it kind of clings here and becomes a part of the word. So we reduce even the prepositions. Без меня. Без меня. Be. You hear? Без. Без. We don't say без меня. Без меня. Без меня. It means without me. Go without me. Идите без меня. Идите без меня. Без меня. Same without you. Without you. And here, this one is important. Guess what happens? Без тебя. Без тебя. We're going to talk about this situation in a minute, but look what happens now. I will explain it now. Без тебя. Or across the street. Across the street. Через улицу. But they merge into one long, ugly word. Через улицу. Через улицу. So, if this preposition is single, isolated, without anything else, it would sound like через. Через. So the first year is stressed, so it's через. Через. Only the second one is dropped. But here, again, it merges with the next word. So they both get reduced, even though there are two syllables here. Через улицу. U is stressed. Через улицу. О, Макс, привет. Привет. Через улицу. So again, pay attention to these two syllables and stop on them. Chi, ri. Practice them isolated first, then combine them all together. Через улицу. Через дорогу. Через год. So the stress goes to the noun. The noun kind of takes all the stresses from the prepositions. Is it clear? Is it clear? I see. Clear. Yes. Da. Yes, of course. Crystal. Great. Okay, so we move to step 2 of today's lesson, and we speak about, it's going to be a little bit more complicated, unvoiced consonants turn to voiced consonants. I hope you know, if you know the alphabet, you know that we have voiced consonants that are used, they're produced with our voice, and they have their pairs like b, p, d, t, z, s, j, sh, g, k, v, f. They come in pairs. Last time we talked about the situations when these ones turned to the unvoiced consonants. Today we are having the opposite situation. So some unvoiced consonants when they are followed by one of these letters. B, D, Z, J, G. B, D, Z, J, G. Yeah. So if one of these letters is going after them, they become voiced. They turn to one of their pairs. Exceptions, as always. Oh, Rachel, thank you. Спасибо. Thank you so much. This is kind of difficult to remember. But if these come, you don't make them voiced. For example, let me give you an example and it will be easier for you to remember. I'm sure you all know this city, Moskva. Moskva, right? So, according to this this rule in general, it should have been Moskva, so making it voiced. But no. You see, it's V, so you simply say it as it is. Moskva. Just reduce the here. Or Moskva. So these stay the same. Sk, because it's V. So these letters don't affect the unvoiced ones. So let me even kind of, I don't know, line them out from here. Again, I really hope that you are writing it down. So these don't count. Only followed by these ones, they become voiced. So this is kind of an exception because, yeah, followed by one of these. It seems difficult at first, but when you practice more, it will become more and more natural for you. Is it clear? Oh my god, my nose is so itchy. If it's clear, let's move to more examples. And again, I've chosen some popular words. Let's speak about the soccer. In Russian, football, it means soccer, not like American football. No. Football. Look here and remember the rule we just talked about. This is an unvoiced consonant, but it is followed by a voiced consonant. What happens? It turns to the voiced one. Simply because when you speak fast, these pairs are pretty difficult to pronounce. Football. It's difficult. It's easy when you speak slowly, but in fast speaking, it's much easier when they are both voiced or both unvoiced. That's why it happens. To ease your pronunciation, to ease your speaking, like your mouth. Football. Can you put the stress mark? Here, the stress mark doesn't matter. Here, it's all about what letter follows the unvoiced one. Football. Same with other examples. Basketball. Here, two things happen. Actually, here Roman distracted me, so I wrote it in blue first. Had to kind of cover it with red, but it was too late. And I wasted a lot of paper already here, so I've decided to keep it. So first, okay, here I will add the stress marks. And in the last one too. So what happens here? The last syllable in the word basketball, the last O is stressed. So what happens to the unstressed ye? We just now talked about it 5 minutes ago. It gets reduced and turns to E. Basketball. Also, we have this situation again. Basketball. It's not like 100% clear again, like d, super hard, d, basketball. No, but it's not d as well. It's somewhere in between. Basketball, the there. Okay, very common verb, to do something. To do the perfective form. Сделать. And a lot of verbs start with this combination. S, d. And they are pronounced as zd. Сделать. What else? Сдать. For example, to pass an exam. Сдать экзамен. And by the way, the word examen, you write it as экзамен. But again, voiced is following the unvoiced. So it's экзамен. Examen. Сдать экзамен. And the word train station, railway station. Вокзал. Again, two things happen here. First, the last syllable is stressed, so o turns to a. Вокзал. And this unvoiced k is followed by the voiced one, so it turns to the g. Вокзал. Юрасик Кук думает, что тупой язык. Stupid language. What are you doing here then? Что ты здесь делаешь, Юра? Иди спать. Времени много. So, вокзал. 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 So, does it make sense? Now, все ясно. What does voiced mean? Voiced mean basically, just in general, that you are using your voice to pronounce them. And unvoiced, you don't. They exist in many languages, like in English, B and P, D and T. Same in Russian, B, P, D, T, Z, S. Nothing new here. And this is the last part of this lesson. We speak about prepositions as usual. So again, just like before, they kind of merge together. So this means with a friend. С другом. But in fast, real-time speaking, of course, they get too close, so it kind of merges here. С другом, с другом, с другом. So again, you see, U is stressed here, so here we pronounce it as A, because the vowel reduction rule from the previous lesson. С другом, с другом. С другом. So you see, this unvoiced s turns to voiced z. С другом. С другом. Я иду с другом. I'm walking with my friend. To the house. Like going towards my house. К дому. К дому. Again, dom begins with the voiced consonant. D. It's voiced. D. Right? It's not t. К дому. So it affects the preposition as well. К дому. Я иду к дому. I don't say к дому. К дому. Okay. От бара. From the bar. So I kind of walked out of the bar and I'm going away from it. So again, two things happen here. От, if it comes together with the word, it loses its stress. So it becomes reduced, right? От бара. T is unvoiced, but it is followed by the voiced b, right? So it turns to от бара, от бара. Я иду от бара к дому с другом. Perfect. I'm walking from the bar to my house with my friend. От бара к дому с другом. So again, take a screenshot or write it down. So when you meet something like that in the future, you will know what to do with it and how to improve your pronunciation. Is it clear, this prepositions part with voicing and unvoicing? Okay, that was the last thing I wanted to tell you today. Это все на сегодня, and I think that's it for today's, for this week, because it's weekend tomorrow, so I guess I won't be here in the evening. Maybe we will resume it on Monday, our grammar meetings. So was it useful? Have you learned something new today? Or did you know it before? So even if you improve one word like меня, тебя, that would be great already. That would be amazing. Will you post something on Monday about the live? Maybe I will send a notification to my email subscribers, as I do. But I guess I annoy people already sending them so often, so I decided to not to send it. So anyways, people can come back and watch the recording as a video later. Anyway, have a great weekend. You have a great weekend too. I hope everything is fine in your country and this virus situation gets resolved really quickly as possible, because it's been a little crazy. Oh, Gabriel, thank you for your champagne break next week. I should stop drinking champagne. My dad was watching. Thank goodness. Actually, I think he's watching now, but thank God he doesn't know English. But last time I was having champagne here, my dad was like, "What are you drinking? What is it?" And I'm like, it's juice. Well, of course not. I told him the truth, but he was kind of very disappointed in his daughter. Yeah, my dad is definitely here. He likes to watch my lessons, and if he's not here live, he always watches them later. So, yeah. Папа, если ты смотришь, привет тебе. Papa живет в Омске. My dad lives in Omsk now, and he's in quarantine now, stuck in his apartment. How do you say have a nice weekend? Хороших выходных. Хороших выходных. Папа говорит по-английски. Нет, слава богу. Папа плохо понимает английский. Поэтому я могу тут говорить что угодно. Ху-ха-ха-ха. Okay, guys, it's been 40 minutes. I guess it's enough. Not like our Tuesday 2-hour long live lessons. So thank you. Большое спасибо. Again, if you are on Instagram or you are on TikTok, I'll be really happy if you join me there. I am Real Russian Club in one word there. So let's go to some smaller apps with shorter lessons. Not like 1-hour lessons there. Все, спасибо. Thank you so much. I was absolutely happy to see you here. Maybe it's not obvious from my face, but I'm just a little tired today. Long day for me today, so I'm gonna no strength to smile, no energy to smile. Okay, thank you very much, and see you maybe on Sunday with some video and on the live lesson on Monday. Okay, пока-пока. How to turn it off? Wait a second. Okay, yeah, here. Все, всем пока. до следующего урока.